I took a moment to read history. I put it in my mind to understand. Oh, the path is so much glory. You don't understand so much bloodshed. If you understood what glory meant, it's literally taking a life and not even care of because the history is gone. It's just a part of history like it doesn't make sense anymore. We're asking for paradise, and I make sense of that. The history is saying paradise is the way. Literally, this Armageddon has to go. You got to understand this flow is trying to get to a place of understanding how this history came along. Why everybody is literally in their mind saying Armageddon is not the way to go. It's paradise what we want. We want to see that rainbow, those fields shining bright. You got to understand we don't want pesticides. We don't want this moment to take away our food, the pleasure of this moment, this explosion of feelings we feel about our food and how we feel it, how it gets treated every single day. Because we don't want this glory. We don't want this Armageddon to come along. We want paradise. We want to live in peace in a kind manner. It's so great what I see from history. There's so much glory. I don't even want to understand it. I just want to move on to paradise because this is the way I want to go. You got to understand that everything is happening in history is telling us literally to go to paradise because we don't want to see that glory anymore. We want to see and prosper with our children. We want to love our loved ones and our loved friends because we love it so much. We want to see that rainbow every single day of literally flow of life, water being drunk like a rainbow in our minds. You got to understand when you see the history, you see paradise is the way to go. It's not this Armageddon of literally death and destruction of no love for each other anymore. You got to understand this flow is trying to tell you to a place to get what history has taught us, what we have put together, and what have we done to ourselves in history. Literally deaths of crucifixion, literally not what we wanted. We wanted a new order, and this new order was paradise. And we understood this needs a holy blessing so great is heroic ways of literally putting an act together to make paradise work for us. Because the history has taught us literally much crime has been done, like hate crime to many people, and many people still suffer from this hate crime of knowledge passed through their bloodlines. You got to understand this flow is trying telling you something you must know about history, how much glory it had and how much bloodshed got shed from that glory. You got to understand this history we don't want to know. We want to let you stand proudly with a smile in our face. So if you understood how history went, you want glory? No thank you. You want paradise because you don't want Armageddon to happen. You got to understand this flow what it's trying to get to. You got to understand how this works, how history show itself in a way we don't want to understand. We want the glory of literally understanding not to go this way. We want to understand. We want to be a hero every single day. We want to understand something so proudly. It makes us stand greatly and clap from the seat we have just standing from. You got to understand this flow is trying to get to a place you might understand what history has done to us and what we had to go through history to get to a place more is more paradise like a meal from the market into your plate. You got to understand this flow is trying to get to a place in your mind to see what history has done to us and how it's affected a kind of a children being born every single day. So find some love and hug somebody close to you like you will give a child to her to give birth every single day. Beef, I'm out. Peace.